Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Today is day 25 of our 31-day alignment. Happy Saturday, everyone. Let's go ahead and get this day started. I know some of you have already gotten this day started, so vibe out with me. Hang tight while I get everything in position. Every single time you chose gold. Can I tell you something? Joy is not frivolous. Joy is not a reward. You have to earn after you've suffered enough. Joy is not the break between the hard parts. Joy is not irresponsible. Joy is not naive. Joy is your birthright. It was given to you before any of the hard stuff arrived, and it is still yours. Nobody took it. You can still access it right now. This morning, in this moment. We are claiming it today. No disclaimers, no guilt, no. But first, let me finish everything on my list. Just joy. Let's go. Joy, joy. Joy, joy. Living in my joy. Joy, joy. Nothing can destroy this feeling in my chest. This lightness in my feet. Joy, joy. My life is my beat. Spinning in my kitchen, coffee in my hand. Laughing at the simple things, living in my plan. Not waiting for perfect, not holding back my smile. Joy is the destination, and I've been here a while. Found it in the ordinary, found it in the pause. Joy don't need a reason. Joy just is because. Joy, living in my joy. Joy, joy, and nothing can destroy this feeling in my chest. This lightness in my feet. Hang on while I invite some people to the room. You are allowed to feel good, even when things aren't perfect. You are allowed to laugh, even when something is unresolved. You are allowed to dance in your kitchen at 7 in the morning over absolutely nothing. That's not denial. That's not being out of touch. That's power. Choosing joy in the middle of real life, that is a spiritual practice. That is resistance. That is the most radical thing a black woman can do in a world that profits from her exhaustion. Choose the joy, sis. It's available to you right now. Take it. I've been waiting for permission to feel this good. Been holding back my laughter like I always knew I would. But joy don't wait for circumstances. Joy just shows up in the now. And I'm finally learning to let it show me how. Silly little moments. Music in the air. My whole body exhaling. Joy was always there. This is not the life I'm waiting for. This is the life I'm in. The joy is in the middle of it, not somewhere past it. And I'm riding every wave of it. I'm letting myself feel the most healing thing I've done is choosing joy. For real, for real, for real. Joy, right? Joy, right. Joy, right. Joy, living in my joy. Joy, right. Joy, right. Joy, right. Nothing can destroy. Joy, right. Joy, right. She chose it every day. Joy, right. She never looked away. Joy, right. Joy, right. This feeling in my chest. This lightness in my feet. Joy, right. Joy, right. My life is my beat. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Do me a favor. This is Mama Tank coming at you live. This is Mama Tank coming at you live. This is day 25, guys, of the 31-day alignment for me and you and I, showing up for ourselves, right? So as you're dropping in, I see you over here, YouTube. I see you, Facebook. And I finally got the business page for 50 Plus Alignment up on Facebook. So I'm live over there as well. I want to first and foremost thank each and every one of you guys for supporting me on this journey, right? So today, go ahead and like, comment, and share. And then also drop where you're chiming in from this morning. I am chiming in from the sunny California. That's right. I'm a traveler. I love to shine my light all over the world. So today what we're going to talk about is simple. Well, it's I won't say simple because we have to interact with a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of situations, and a lot of scenarios, right? But today is about releasing what's heavy and reclaiming what's yours. So, Grand Rising, beautiful souls. Welcome to day 25 of the 31-day alignment. Now, let's talk about something that can change the entire direction of your life. Whew, this is a big one. Releasing what's heavy and reclaiming what belongs to you. Now, before we begin, let's take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it. Now release it. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in peace. Breathe out pressure. Pressure gone. Okay, because today we're not carrying everything into the next season. This month is almost over. Some things are too heavy because they were never ours to carry in the first place, right? So let me ask you a question. What are you carrying right now that no longer belongs in your life? And I'm not just talking about mentally or spiritually. I'm talking about your environment, your surrounding, right? Getting rid of the things that no longer serve you. Me, I like a minimalistic environment because other than that, it's called dead energy, right? So just do an evaluation. And today is Saturday. This is, for me, it's my, cleanup day, right? So what are you carrying right now that no longer belongs in your life? Is it guilt, shame, fear, a mistake from your past, someone else's opinion, the responsibility of fixing everybody, the need to keep explaining yourself to people who have already decided not to understand you in the first place? We carry these things for so long that they begin to feel normal. Trust me, I know from experience. But just because you have become accustomed to the weight, that does not mean the weight belongs to you, sweetheart. You may have learned how to function while exhausted. It looks like I'm preaching to myself. I'm preaching to myself on this one today. You may have learned how to smile while hurting, right? You may have learned how to show up for everybody else while quietly abandoning yourself. Come on, talk to me, Most High. But today we are changing that. Today we are putting the bags down. Let me tell you something. There comes a point in your healing where you must stop asking, how much more can I carry? And begin asking, why am I still carrying this? That is a different level of awareness. Whew, some of us are carrying guilt because we finally set a boundary, right? Some are carrying shame because life did not unfold the way we planned. Some are carrying resentment from people who hurt us and never apologized. Some are carrying the expectations of family, society, relationships, career, and even an older version of ourselves. Remember yesterday I spoke about creating that new identity? But hear me carefully. You cannot fully embrace your future while holding tightly to everything that wounded you in the past. It's okay to remember it, right? It's okay that you learn from it. It's okay that
even if you're still grieving it. But you do not have to build your home inside of it. So let's talk about alignment. The first part of my air method is alignment. Let me tell you what alignment asks. Alignment asks, does what I'm carrying support the life I say I want? Does this thought support my peace? Does this relationship support my growth? Does this habit support my purpose? Does this responsibility truly belong to me? Alignment requires honesty, and honesty can be uncomfortable. Sometimes the thing or the things that are making us tired is not the work, it's the resistance. It's trying to hold on to what our spirit has already outgrown, y'all. You know, when something no longer fits, you can feel it. Your peace changes, your energy changes, your body even begins to speak to you. Your sleep changes, your patience becomes thin, your joy starts disappearing. And that is not always weakness. Sometimes that is your spirit saying this season is over. It's time to create a new identity. And that's the second part of my air method, identity. Identity means, who are you when you're no longer carrying everyone else's expectations? Who are you without the guilt? Who are you without consistently proving your worth? Who are you without apologizing for taking up space? For women, especially women over 50, we have spent decades being identified by what we do for others. You're wearing all these different hats of mother, wife, employee, caretaker, provider. Ooh, the list goes on. Problem solver, peacekeeper. But beneath every role, we have to remember that there's still a woman with dreams, a woman with needs, a woman with a voice, a woman with purpose, a woman who deserves peace, right? You do not, you do not lose your value when you stop overextending yourself. You do not become selfish when you begin protecting your energy. You do not become difficult when you start requiring respect. You're simply reclaiming your identity. You're simply reclaiming your true, authentic self, your higher self. That is your true identity, not what everyone else expects you to be, not what everyone else wants to mold you into to fit their comfort zone. Mm-mm. That's when it's time to reset, which is the third part of my air method. It's the reset. Now, if you guys haven't already got your alignment book, right? Go ahead and click the QR code in the upper left or the upper right hand corner, depending on how you're seeing it, but it's the blue QR code. It's a whole transformational guide that's going to change your whole entire life. It I created it while on my healing journey, and I simply want to share it with you. Now, let's talk about reset. This book will help you to um, stay on track. It'll help to guide you onto your new reset, your new identity. It has amazing recipes in there to help you with your health, right? Because our health is our wealth. So, let's talk about reset. The third part of my air method is reset. Oh, and also in that transformational guide, you're also going to find some stuff to help you with your wealth, like your free do-it-yourself credit repair guide, right? So let's talk about reset. The third part of Air Method is reset. Now, let me explain this. Okay, and to breathe out, right? And then breathe in goodness, breathe in reset, breathe in that new identity. Reset does not mean pretending nothing happened. This was really hard for me. Reset means deciding that what happened will no longer control what happens next. That's power. A reset can actually look like saying no without writing a 5-page explanation, resting without feeling guilty, walking away from conversations that disturb your peace. That one was really hard for me because I just wanted people to understand me. I just wanted them to get me because I didn't want to upset anyone. And that was my people pleasing identity. But when you do that, you forget to please the most important person on this universe, and that's yourself. You know? And it's okay to forgive yourself for what you did not know. It's okay. Releasing the need for closure from someone who refuses to give it, you know? That's called reset. You have to forgiving yourself for what you did not know is one. Releasing the need for closure from someone who refuses to give it. Choosing a healthier routine. Look, starting over at 50, 60, 70, or even beyond, y'all, is okay. It's never too late. A reset is not failure, a reset is wisdom. Because sometimes you do not need a new life, you need a new direction, a new decision. Let's talk about personal reflection. Let's talk about that today. I know what it feels like to carry things that should have broken me. I know that. I'm talking about my personal reflection. Whew. I know what it feels like to carry things that should have broken me now. I know what it feels like to survive seasons where the road it didn't even make sense. But I also learned that survival cannot be the final destination. Living in survival mode all the time. This can't be it. I cried out to God. At some point, we must move from surviving to aligning. We must move from surviving to thriving. From simply existing to intentionally living. From carrying pain to creating purpose. These are our intentions. And I want somebody that's listening today to understand this. You are not what happened to you. You are not your hardest season. You are not your greatest mistake. Because remember, I said God don't make no mistakes. You are not the opinion of the person who failed to see your value. You're still becoming. Your story is still being written. And this chapter, it does not have to look like the last one. So, today's challenge, here's your challenge for day 25. I want you to write down one thing that has been weighing heavily on you. I know there's something. Look, I told y'all I'm pushing through this month, and this is the month of not only my daughter's disappearance of 26 years dangerously missing, it's also her birthday month, the 27th. So I know something's being weighing. Her birthday's July 27th. Right? So this is one of the hardest months of my lifetime. But I chose to do this 31-day challenge to push through every single day with every bit of strength that I have to show up anyway. So one thing I want you guys to do, or maybe a couple, Number one, just write down that one thing that's been weighing heavily on you. I've already did mine. I've already told y'all. I'm keeping it transparent. I'm keeping it 100. And I want you to be honest. Then ask yourself these three questions about what's weighing you down. Does this belong to me? That's question number one. Does this belong to me? Number two, can I change it? And number three, what would releasing it look like today? So I'm going to just share with you guys something that I'm doing. And I've already told you what weighs me down, especially this month, right? I had to ask myself this question, does this belong to me? Absolutely, because it's not something that somebody else did to me or something that somebody else said to me or that somebody else pissed me off. It's not that. This really belongs to me. This holds dear in my heart. Got to be honest. Can I change it? Absolutely. I can change it by the way I view it. I can change it by the way I view it. I no longer hold the guilt of I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? I can change it as my daughter loved me so much. God loved me so much. He knew that at that particular time in my life, I couldn't have bear to see my daughter in any other way than her living being. And those are the memories that I have. I don't have the memory of seeing her in a casket or dismangle or whatever it is. I don't have that memory. And I'm not trying to paint that picture. The only picture that I can paint are our beautiful memories that we have together. So I thank God for that. I thank her for that. I thank God that I still carry her with me and I contribute my biggest why of changing other people's lives to her. What would releasing it look like today? From, you know? And for me, it's just sharing my story. That's a form of release. So those are my examples, right? So for you, maybe releasing it means having a conversation. Maybe it means ending a conversation. Maybe it means forgiving yourself. Maybe it means resting and giving yourself permission to do so. Maybe it means asking for help. Maybe it means making a decision you've been avoiding. Then choose one action, just one, that protects your peace. Not next month, y'all. No procrastination on my watch. So, not next month, not even when everybody agrees, but today. So, let's do an affirmation today. Let's do an affirmation. You guys can do it with me. I want you to place your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I'm doing this in real time. Breathe in, breathe out. Repeat after me. I release what no longer serves me. I release guilt, shame, fear, and unnecessary expectations. I reclaim my peace. Say it louder. Say it like you feel it. I reclaim my voice. I reclaim my identity. I reclaim my power. I am allowed to choose myself. I am allowed to begin again. I am aligned. I am intentional. I am rising. Then take a deep breath and let that settle into your spirit. Hold it and release. Now, as you move through the day, I know that feels so good. As you move through today, remember you do not have to carry every burden just because you're strong enough to carry it. Strength. Let me sit with this for a minute because I feel good after that affirmation. But I can't leave without telling you guys this message. So as you move through today, remember you don't have to carry every burden just because you're strong enough to carry it. Strength is not always holding on. Sometimes strength is knowing when to release. Sometimes strength is choosing peace over proving a point. Sometimes strength is walking away without getting the apology, you know? Sometimes strength is saying, this ends with me. Release. You guys, please release what is heavy. Reclaim what is yours. Your peace is yours. Your future is yours. Your identity is yours. Your life is yours. And it is never too late to realign. So I want to thank you guys today for joining me on day 25 of the 31 days of alignment. Please share this live with someone who's been carrying too much for too long. I want you guys to do me another favor. Please drop I release in the comments if you're ready to put the weight down. I'm Kimberly Connor, also known as Mama Tank, the creator of 50 Plus Aligned and the AIR method, which speaks all about align, identity, and reset. Remember, this journey, it's a movement, not a monument. It's a marathon, not a race. And together we align with purpose. We lead with impact and build our legacy. I'll see you at our next alignment. Be blessed, protect your peace, and choose yourself. I love each and every one of you. Mama Tank, signing off.